When I'm working with Adobe After Effects, I use a variety of different audio effects. So starting off just right away, one of the main audio effects that I use is called exponential fade. So it can be found in audio transitions and under crossfade, so it's right here. And so when you just go ahead and drag that onto your clip like I already have here, it's going to fade the end of your quote or whatever you have going on in your video, so you can kind of hear it here.
Alright, my name is Brian Stemmerman, B-R-I-A-N-S-T-E-M-M-E-R-M-A-N-N.
So that's kind of a longer fade, so you can adjust this however you want, like I showed you there. But it basically just fades out the audio to where you're hearing nothing by the end. In clips, when there is a lot of background noise and kind of like a background buzz, is called Denoiser and Dehummer. So you use them together and it'll give you the effect that like you won't really hear this. So if you kind of hear a little bit closely in this clip here.
Okay. Alright.
So if you can kind of hear that overwhelming buzz, kind of like there's a fan in the background. Under audio effects, let me X out of this one here. There's these this whole D section, and so a lot of them work really well for getting rid of unwanted noises in interviews and any kind of sound bites. So Dehummer, I would just drag it onto this clip here, and we're gonna go ahead and drag on Denoiser as well because you use them together. And in the effects controls tab in the left part of Premiere up here, you're gonna see these two effects that we just dragged on here. So first we'll just deal with Dehummer, and you're gonna go down to custom setup, and it'll have these parameters right here. So I turn the reduction all the way up. So you kind of have to mess around with it here, but I turn the reduction all the way up as far as it can go. Sometimes it can be a little tricky, so if you know the max amount that you need, it's a little bit easier. So we'll just go ahead and do that for the purpose of this video. And then to Denoiser, you go to the custom setup again, and you are going to turn the reduction all the way down, -20. Something there you go. And the offset, you're going to turn this offset all the way up. So turn that up to 10, I think is the max, yep. Okay, so then we are going to click out of this and listen to what we have.
Okay. Alright, my name is Brian Stemmerman,
So as you can hear, it kind of sounds the same. So when you put it in a audio channel like this, just dragging it onto the clip, it doesn't give the same effect as it would if you did this next thing I'm going to show you. So, but you can hear if you go into the end, it kind of disappears there right at that point. So you can hear the noise, and then it goes away. So it takes a little bit to fade in if you're going to use it that way, but if you use it like this and you go to your audio mixer up here, if you click this like show hide effects and whatever, it'll bring you to this audio channel, audio mixer kind of thing, and you can add effects to each audio channel. So like we're working in audio channel 1 right now, so I would go down, I'd find audio 1, and that's the track that we're working on, and I can go up and I can choose any of these effects, of these audio effects that are in here, to apply to the entire channel. So when you export your video, you're not going to have that problem of where it will fade in and fade out of your clip. So it'll be there the entire time and you won't be able to hear that there's really even an effect on it. So you can just click whatever you want. So let's say we click this, and then you can go ahead and go and select with this, you can go ahead and change your reduction, and then we can change the frequency as well. This isn't really an effect, but it's a tip that some people don't really know when they first start using Premiere. So if you can see this yellow line on your audio channel, also what I did here is I just dropped down my audio channel so you could see this. So when you drop down the audio channel, there's a yellow line right here, and that basically shows your audio level. So if I turn this all the way up, it's going to be a lot louder. If I turn it all the way down, so like you can't really hear it at all. So if you have an overwhelming interview, or some of your interview like levels of sound don't match up, this is an easy way to go ahead and go in and fix that and make sure everything is on the same level.